All right, take three. First on Will's phone, so we're gonna see. Hopefully, it'll work. It's week 7, middle of the season. A lot of teams can clinch this week. Spring Garden's the only one that technically has. But we'll start with the biggest school, homecoming for the Yellow Jackets. Do you think they pull it out?
Yeah, I think Oxford can lock up a playoff spot this week. And they're playing Fort Payne, who's been a good program for the past 5 to 10 years, but they don't have a win yet this year. So, I think Oxford will take care of business on homecoming.
Another team that could potentially lock up is Piedmont. They host, or they don't host. They travel to Welborn.
Mm-hmm.
And last week, and you've talked about how Jeff Smith had those guys ready to go. They didn't give up.
Mm-hmm.
I think they expect the same thing this week.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less from them, but they came ready last week and played with them for 3.5 quarters. But I think Piedmont will lock their playoff spot up this week.
Touching on the same 3A Region 5, some more matchups in that area. Struggling, just take 3. Pleasant Valley at Randolph County and Glencoe at Weaver. To me, the loser of this game has a really uphill climb, if not assuming the season is over. But they're must-win games.
Yeah, I think Randolph County's playing really well right now. They got a big win on the road last week against Cleveland County, and then Pleasant Valley. I thought they had a shot last week against Glencoe because Glencoe had kind of on a little bit of a losing streak, but Glencoe showed out last week against the Raiders, 30-6 win, I believe. But I like Randolph County to beat Pleasant Valley, and I like Weaver to beat Glencoe.
Right. Speaking on the last one more, everybody in Weaver knows Glencoe and how the matchup has gone over the past couple of years, but Lee Osmond's not there anymore. But they're still, the Yellow Jackets are still a team to fear. But the Bearcats don't really need any more motivation to get up and play against Glencoe, even though it's homecoming. They should take care of that one and maintain the pace. Maintaining this pace is what the Yellow Jackets are looking to do against Aniana. Man, that's a struggle.
Yeah, Jacksonville will stay undefeated, obviously, but Aniana's been a weird team because they've played really good one week and the next week they don't play well. So I don't think Jacksonville can overlook this game, obviously, but could be a trap game. But I like Jacksonville in this one too.
Another under the radar matchup this week: Anniston and Sachs.
Yeah, with Anniston's win last week, if they're in a position where if they win out, then they could get in the playoffs. But Sachs was a surprise to me last week. I really thought they would compete better with Cherokee County because I've seen them play and they're explosive on offense and they had started to come around on defense.
Right.
I like Sachs in this one too. But this could be a pretty good game because I talked to both those schools before the season started and they were both pretty excited to play each other.
Right. We'll wrap it up with picking the rest of these matchups real quick. Douglas at Alexandria.
Douglas is struggling. Alexandria's rolling.
TCC at Donahoe.
That'll be a battle, but I like Donahoe in that one.
Spring Garden at JCA.
Spring Garden will stay undefeated this week.
Randolph Weaver Center at White Plains.
Cherokee County's gonna keep rolling.
All right. Lincoln at Heflin.
I like Lincoln in this one.
All right, and probably one of the best matchups in the entire state, regardless of classification, would be number 2-ish Beauregard at number 10, Clay Central. You think?
Yeah, going into the year, Beauregard was considered a favorite to win 5A, and Clay Central has come on and only lost one game to a good Eufaula team, so I think this one will be a pretty good one. I'm gonna go with Clay Central.
Awesome. Any closing thoughts, remarks?
Well, originally kind of didn't look like this schedule was going to be, a really competitive schedule. Thought we had a lot of locks, but I'm not so sure there's a lot of games that you look a little closer to, and teams are going to have to show up to play if they want to win.
You're right. And we'll see you guys Friday.